Hey, what up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you. I think everybody has seen my DVD collection that is on my wall. I buy a lot of DVDs, and I've bought a lot of DVDs used in the past, trying to make a collection of all the WWF and WWE releases that have ever came out on DVD. It's sort of like I wouldn't really say it's a passion of mine. It's more of a hobby. But I was sort of looking at it the other day, and I sort of got a little bit mad at myself because I have a lot of DVDs on that wall that I've never ever watched. And I was talking with Gemini, and we were picking on one DVD all of a sudden, and it is the WWF Action DVD. And we were really saying that the only really reason to buy this was for the picture of Trish Stratus. Oh, I pointed the wrong one. Pointed to the picture of Trish Stratus right there. That's the only reason to buy this DVD. And then coincidence. Somebody from the YWC won. No, it's Milam won. Member of the UK shooters, or the guys from UK. He makes a lot of good videos, and he's part of that whole roundtable discussion that they put up. He's a pretty good guy to watch. I'll throw a link in the description box, because he's the whole reason that I watched this DVD. And I checked it out. And honestly, you can get this DVD. It's one of the last WWF DVDs to come out. It came out in 2001. Sort of is their own style of compilation of 2001 to you. And if you're one of those fans out there who never got a chance to check out the Attitude Era, this is what I would call the end of the Attitude Era, heading into the Invasion era. And this DVD honestly is pretty good, especially if you can pick this up for about $5 used, pay some shipping, get it for about $8. This is a good pickup. As you can see on the cover there, you got Rhino, you got Raven, you got Trish Stratus. Like I said, it's a compilation. It covers a whole bunch of stuff from the beginning of January into about the summertime when the invasion starts. I honestly would say for under $10, it's a great pickup. It's got a whole bunch of DVD extras you should pick up on. If you've never really experienced the hardcore 24/7 era, it does a short little sort of best of hardcore matches from Raws and pay-per-views. Gives you a whole match between Taz and Raven, where they go from the ring, they go all throughout the back. And then I believe that match turns into two other guys running in and getting the pinfall, which that was the only thing about the hardcore 24/7 rule that I never understood. A match would break out, and it wasn't even involving the two guys that you were really following in the match. You got the thing on. It's not really on Trish Stratus. It's more on bra and panty matches. You get a Trish versus Cherry match from Monday Night Raw. In 2001 is really when Trish Stratus came from being the whole tits and ass on the outside, and really became a wrestler and was really coming into her form. So it's pretty cool to see her like that. It's not Trish Stratus at her best. It's not Trish Stratus from '04 or anything like that. But it's when she's really starting to buckle down. You can really see that she wants to be a women's wrestler instead of just being somebody on the outside. A really, really long segment on Perry Saturn becoming dumping Terry Runnels and going with Moppy. You get to see the awesome power bombs from the APA that sort of knocked him loopy and made Saturn into I guess you can really sort of say a retard. A real long, I'd say at least 10 minutes are spent on Perry Saturn and Moppy. And they wouldn't even give that much time to this on Raw. It'd sort of be in passing and interviews. So I was really surprised they gave that long to it. They go back to Trish Stratus and really put her over as dumping Vince McMahon at WrestleMania. You see the whole angle building up to it. It might be worth it to buy this DVD just to see Trish Stratus stripped down to her brawny panties and bark like a dog for Vince McMahon on Monday Night Raw is in here. Highlights the feud with Stephanie. Shows the Vince vs. Shane match from WrestleMania. Actually, doesn't show the match, just shows Trish Stratus coming down there and getting involved and slapping Vince McMahon and walking out. Rolling around in the ring with Stephanie as they give Vince and Shane a few minutes to sort of catch their breath and finish the match. You go from there, you follow the Molly Holly and Spike Dudley feud that sparked the whole Hollies versus Dudleys feud, which was excellent. If you've never seen this, it's another good thing from 2001 that they really did right. It's the old Texans story of the Hatfields and the McCoys is how they sort of built up this feud, where these guys just couldn't get along, but in between there, you had Spike and you had Molly fall in love and share the big kiss on Monday Night Raw. Really good storyline. From there, you go into the heel turn of Stone Cold Steve Austin, joining up with Vince McMahon at WrestleMania. That is some really good stuff if you've never seen before that's on here. And from there, they go into the Vince McMahon troubles. Vince McMahon sort of has the breakup angle where his wife comes out there and asks him for a divorce, and he had ran around with Trish in front of her for pretty much a whole year, but then she gets Tori Wilson to set him up, or it looks like they're going to be doing it in the backstage, and Stone Cold and Kurt Angle come in there and they keep on cock blocking him on accident because they're trying to vie for his attention. That was another great storyline from 2001 that's highlighted in all of these segments, where both of them are trying to one up each other, trying to become Vince's golden child. You could say, and Stone Cold just wants a hug, and Kurt Angle's just looking for Vince's, his pat on the back, saying that he's good, pretty much. But anyways, Tori Wilson drags him in the back, makes him drop his pants, turn around, and boom, there's Linda. Linda wants a divorce. That's good stuff. And then what I would say is the one reason to really buy this. A lot of people shit on this whole angle, but I tell you, this is a really good angle that they did. Yeah, I know there's no NWO. There's no Bill Goldberg. There's no Scott Steiner. Their headliners are DDP and Booker T, who are two good workers that are, who are great on their own, but just they weren't everybody else. There's no Ric Flair, but it highlights the invasion angle. You get WCW coming in. You get Mike Austin making that huge appearance where he comes in and uses that 24/7 rule to win the hardcore title, which is the first title that they took over to the WCW side, which said that they were really on it, and that's where it doesn't end there. They get all the way down to almost the middle of the invasion angle, but it's really, really good. You see. You don't get to see the Kurt Angle swap, but you get to see the Stone Cold swap over to the to the WCW side, leaving the whole WWF in shambles sort of deal. But really, really good stuff. Like I said, if you've never really seen 2001, or you want to remember how good wrestling was in 2001, great DVD to pick up for only $8. Comes packed with DVD extras. Lots of Stone Cold Steve Austin. Promos in here from when he was the sort of that sappy sort of face that before he turned heel. Where, like I said, he was really vying for Stone Cold's attention. He really wanted a hug. Really, really good play on his facial expressions, especially behind Vince McMahon's back that leads up the heel turn that you know where he's gonna go to. You get to see Vince cry that he wants the old Stone Cold back, and then he comes in and he stuns everybody on Monday Night Raw, and you really think he's back on their side only for him to pull the rug from out underneath them. Lots of bonus matches. You get Booker T versus Kurt Angle, Triple H against Jeff Hardy. I don't know what to say about that, but it's been 10 years. If you haven't seen it, too bad. You can see Jeff Hardy really pull the rug out from underneath Triple H, becomes the Intercontinental Champion. Great match. You get to see Chris Jericho against Triple H. You get to see Edge and Christian against the Dudley Boys. Rhino's in there, gives them a 6-man match. Kurt Angle against Stone Cold. You get to see a steel cage match between The Rock and Austin. You get a Stone Cold versus Jericho match. Like I said, if you can pick this up used and you can pick it up for the price, I think you're going to pick it up for about $8 to $10. Great DVD to pick up. You can't pass on this right here. I made the mistake of telling you in the beginning, buy this just for the Trish Stratus picture on there. But honestly, a real good match. Good stuff. I don't know. Here's it even comes with an insert. Good old days back in the back, and then you have a DVD cover. But it makes up for itself. You can buy it cheap. If you don't mind buying used DVDs, if you want a new one, I know it's on Amazon for $30. Not worth $30. Worth under $10, but good stuff here. Check it out. 2001.